Hello and welcome to another update video about Natgas. Natgas continues to move in its ascending price channel that we've been tracking for many weeks and also months now. So in this ascending price channel, we call this an ascending broadening wedge, you could say. It's basically an ending diagonal in Elliott wave language. There are different ways, okay, you can draw the channel in different ways. Maybe it's not even an ascending broadening wedge, just a simple price channel. Seems to be morphing a little bit. And we're now still sort of in the lower region of this price channel. And it seems likely at the moment that we are going to start to travel in slow motion again to the upper boundary line of the channel. Very neutral at the moment. Monday the market opened quite nicely with a gap to the upside, but it's already quiet again. It's not really convincing, that price action of the Friday low, really. Now looking at this structure, we're dealing with an ABC structure in a wave 4. One more low is still preferred eventually. It is at the moment preferred that this wave 4 extends a little bit higher. It could technically be finished already. And this is what we really should find out now, because either it's moving up further or it's already finished, because it could be finished here. It has reached some ideal Fibonacci extensions, but it's too early to say, right? But I'm going to tell you what we need to see to highlight that, yeah, this wave C was possibly already finished. It's not the preferred option at the moment, but I have to point it out because this is, you know, I wouldn't have said it's finished here or here, but here is one of the levels where it could be finished, because what is it? It's an A, B, C structure. The C wave needs to be a 5-wave move. I can count it as a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, and we had our Fibonacci extensions complete. So basically the 1-to-1 ratio is a key target, 100% extension for a C wave, and that was at $3 and it bounced off there. And we have a 5-wave move to the downside as well of that high. Okay, so how do we know if it's finished or not? So, I mean, you never really know, right? But until it's done. But we can always only assume. But if it's really done, so if the C wave of the wave 4 finished here at $3, then this move down would be a wave 1. It's a 5-wave move already, okay? So it would be in line with that 1. And we would now see a corrective move up in an ABC structure, wave 2, and would then break down. So I think if we see a break below the $2.43 level, it might be that this top was already in. If it then breaks below $2.14, I think we have some confirmation that we're heading into the $1.50 level range, maybe even lower. And that would be a 5-wave move down. Now, for this wave 2, what would be resistance? So what we now need to pay attention to, if price pushes a little bit higher, what is the resistance range that we need to pay attention to? So resistance is between $2.72. So I would pay attention to that. We're nearly there already. And $2.89. Above $2.89, we can have more confidence that we are still going to escalate higher, because that would be too high for such a wave 2 pullback, which would result in new lows. So this is resistance. I'm just going to add it to the chart. Again, as I said, primarily I'm watching for higher. Of course, it's always possible that the market turns, but this here was one of these spots where I say it is actually fairly likely, but it's not the primary scenario yet until we see further evidence. So looking at the microstructure in the primary scenario, we are looking at this as a potential 3rd wave, which started here at $2.14. An A wave done, a B wave possibly done with a C wave to the upside. This would be preferred, yeah. But as I said, the price action of the Friday low isn't entirely convincing. It could be that this B wave resets a little bit lower. So we would then take out that $2.43 level, just reset it a little bit lower. And again, that would emphasize a little bit more the idea of Okay, maybe we topped already, but as long as it doesn't break below $2.14, it has a chance to just reset the B wave a little lower before we attempt the C wave rally. Okay, so, but at the moment, I would say against this swing low here, the Friday low or Thursday low, we can focus on higher. Just be careful. I mean, we're just moving here in an ending diagonal. They're always very difficult. In the end, over the recent months, I mean, our forecast sort of has worked out, but just in slow motion, right? Been waiting for price to get closer to these levels up here. At least $3.15 would be great. But yeah, it takes ages. So I hope that's clear. I mean, I don't see I don't see much clarity in the very short term. I've got my preference, but this isn't really impulsive on the way up. So we've got the possibility that a top is already in. Then I need to see for confirmation a break below $2.14. Need to see a rejection here. And first of all, a break below $2.43, but then follow through below $2.14. If a low is already in, we should see really a screaming rally above $2.89. And it could also reset the B wave a little lower. For that, it should really turn around now and break below $2.43, but hold $2.14. So I don't really see a very, very clear trade setup right at the moment. But once we get a little bit more clarity, we can put the next box onto the chart. It's just extremely difficult if we don't really deal with impulses here. At the moment, we just need a bit more patience, I think. Wait for a little bit of clarity. Don't think there's, most movements in charts don't demand any action from us anyway. That's a bit of a fallacy. Many people think you need to trade every wave. That's of course not the case. Most time it's just sort of waiting for clarity, waiting for clear setups. That's the main reason why we track these waves. So that's sort of my view about Natgas. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.